Hey, this is Betty Knows with another episode of Your Ugly Truth. Over the last 2 weeks, skeletons are tumbling out of closet doors faster than one can count. The DNC email fraud. Oh, it was Russia. It was Russia. Wait, maybe not. Could it have been an inside job at the DNC? The Pakistanis, hired by DNC congressmen and senators as their go-to IT specialists, who were paid millions of dollars to gain access to national security materials. Who knew that an IT specialist could earn more than our precious, hard-working congressmen and senators? People at the president's elbow on a daily basis, exposed. Ed Gordon, a black journalist, he was at a black journalist convention, and he lured Omarosa to speak about the tragic death of her father and brother. And then on the turn of a dime, came from behind the podium on a stage, standing over her to lecture her as a child. How embarrassing to see a black man stand over a black woman to lash out at her in that way. Would he have dared to do that to a white woman? Somehow, I just don't think so. There again, in some black man's mind, a black woman, no matter how her life accomplishments are shown on a daily basis, she just ain't good enough. Shame on him and everyone in that convention for their disrespect and barbaric behavior to a woman who fought her way from the hood to the White House. But I think Miss Omarosa is strong enough to shake the stink from her feet and move on without the plantation beehives. You so-called brothers need to get serious and grow the hell up. Black women of substance are ashamed to know your name. But I digress. Back to skeletons. Have you watched Fox News recently? They have turned into the stepchild of MSNBC and CNN. It's amusing to watch them turn themselves into pretzels to show their hate toward the president. They are too much of a coward to say how they really feel. They attempt to hide behind false premises, letting their evil show bit by bit, drip by drip. Shep hasn't been happy since he pushed his skeleton from his closet. Maybe he would be happier sitting behind a news desk holding hands with Don Lemon over at CNN. We wish you nothing but the best, Chef. Then there is the never-Trumpers. I'm talking so-called Republicans, not Democrats. Those weasels grouping together to throw the vote on health care. This same group who will attempt to deny all and any Trump legislation. You've been exposed. You are hurting innocent constituents, but you don't care. But that's all right. Where there's a will, there's a way. Karma will be sending you a special invitation soon. Some of you have already received your invite, and no amount of money, power, fortune, or fame can save you. And if karma is delayed, you will be remembered at the ballot box by people you have hurt and deceived. Then there's the Charlottesville horror. What a bad, contrived movie. All the scripts had been written and handed out to the usual bobbleheads for suspect prior to this tragic event. Some of the scripts include black men and women sobbing on national TV with handkerchief in hand, no tears in sight. Give me a break. You need to be crying that many black folk don't have jobs to take care of their families. They do this because they know bleeding heart white folks will fall for this foolishness. It is sad to watch innocent people die and bear injuries to please blood-sucking evildoers. But not to worry, you too will fail and be exposed in the very near future. These horror shows are expected to continue throughout the US of A. But the masses are awake. They see what is happening, and you know what? The antics we see are phony storylines to destroy a president. It makes them sick to their stomachs to see the same players, same signs in different cities, acting like a bunch of crazed animals. How does tearing down statues, burning flags, improve your lives? You wake up the next day in the same situation you were in yesterday. Tearing down a statue will not destroy history. Slavery happened, and slavery is still happening. But present-day slavery has willing black participants. But rest assured, you will be given enough rope to destroy yourselves. Your handlers are desperate, and desperate people make desperate mistakes. Oh, the hoopla-ha of whether the president spoke quick or forcefully enough about hate groups in Charlottesville. We all know this is just anything for the talking heads to run their mouths about. How can the president unify people who don't want to be unified? A total waste of time. Say no more, Mr. President. You're too busy for this foolishness. Stay focused on making this country great again. Oh, and while you're having the White House renovated, pay attention to the statues in the Oval Office. Let's make sure they are not bugged. The Reverend Martin Luther King would want you to be safe there. To police officers, we know in order to stay employed, you have to follow the orders of your superiors. But it is heartbreaking to watch you being humiliated by evil. To watch you stand in the streets of Charlottesville while the devil attack you with spray strings dripping from your head to your toes is just disgusting. This was a physical attack on police officers, and the perpetrators should have been taken to the ground, handcuffed, and put in a paddy wagon. We hope relief will come to you soon. This is Betty Knows. As always, be true to yourself.